guys for watching another episode of The Rundown. I'm your host, Lily, and today I have with me King David, City, all of the above.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good, good. We're gonna get the rundown with you today. You got Real Deal Nation. You're an artist. You have so many things under your belt. I know Real Deal Nation was up and running like a decade ago. So how did that get started? What was the influence behind Real Deal Nation in the first place?
So I mean, you had the pleasure of seeing like everything in the beginning.
Yeah.
Me and my homies, pretty much me and Money, which is Leon. You know, Leon Prevost. We all linked up at TSU. Me and him, Rick, my partner Luke, a lot of people. We just linked up, and we all had kind of the same interests. You know what I'm saying? We had like the same goals in mind, but we all did different things. And it's something that just kind of formed organically because we wanted to like kind of create a collective that was not just like focused on music. You know what I'm saying? It's like just arts in general. Because like I said, we all had different interests. Leon, he was into the camera stuff.
Right.
Rick and all of them, they were in the music, they were in the band, but they were into music from a different perspective than me. Like I wrote, I was a rapper, I wrote poems, I did stuff like that. So we kind of just wanted to create something where we can move together and something positive, you know what I'm saying? And that's how Real Deal Nation, it formed, because it was a term that we would all be saying like real deal, like, that's real deal, real deal, Holyfield, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, I'm just Real Deal Nation and turn into facts.
Yeah, nice. So of course you all had so many different aspects of the arts into Real Deal Nation. Is it the same people now? Years later?
It is. I mean, it's grown. It's grown because along the way we build, we meet people. Everybody positive vibes. People got chemistry, so it kind of just grows. It grew into its own thing. So I got a lot of family members that's a part of it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but everybody kind of branched off and they're doing their own thing. My whole thing was, how some people create something, they kind of trying to bind people to that company or whatever that is. My thing was like, I want people to grow within themselves. So everybody kind of branched off and they're doing what they're supposed to do. But at the end of the day, it's still family. Like, instead of collective, everybody able to stand on their own, that make the whole nation stronger. You feel me? Because that's what we trying to build. You feel me?
That's true.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about your artistry in this whole thing. Because I know you rap, you have the clothing line.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about that.
I mean, I've been doing music for 15 years. That's
long time.
Probably going on 16 now, a long time. So, I started when I was like 8. I started writing songs. My cousin and them, they were into rap. I still remember the day when he came in the house. We was in Selma. He ran in the house. It was like Mardi Gras or something. One of them parties we used to go on New Orleans Street. Anybody know they know we had like we threw the parties on New Orleans Street. That shit was it was up there. So my daddy used to bust out the speakers and put them outside, and we had a whole block lit up. He was playing Bob Marley, all kind of shit. Still Pulse, So one day my cousin ran back there. He was like, "Yo, I got this new shit I'm doing. Let me show you." And he started rapping. I was familiar with rap. I was listening, like my older cousins had me listening to like Tupac, Juvenile, Hot Boys, Lil Wayne, all that type of stuff. Yeah, nobody ever was like, rapping, but my family was heavy in music. Yeah, because we have a deep jazz background with my great grandfather and all them. So music always was around. But then my cousin Greg, he the one that kind of introduced me to the rap from a personal aspect. So once he did it, I was like, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
I started diving in deeper, listening closer when I was listening to Tupac and all these different people. And eventually I started writing like my stories. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit I was dealing with when I was younger because I had like social anxiety. I didn't like the way I looked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People,
You had real situations.
yeah. So, I had issues like with my mama and then her husband and stuff like that. So I just started writing raps. And one day, like my daddy found my notebook and he was like, "Yo, what's this?" You know what I'm saying? He like brought it to my mama attention, like, "This how
Yeah.
your son feel. This what your son going through." You know what I'm saying? And then he was
Wow.
like, "Yo, but you got a gift, or you got a creative writing gift." And from there, it was just kind of like just keep growing on it, keep pushing it, keep
Yeah.
making, developing and making it better. And eventually it turned into my uncle put me in the studio at 13. He showed me how to count bars.
Early.
And early, that's what I'm saying. And then
Yeah.
that was like the worst song I ever did in my life.
You
Shit
was
was
just starting
horrible.
out.
I was just, but it was horrible, But my
Yeah.
little cousin loved the song. She played it every day, but I hated the fucking song. But I was like, looking back now, I'm like, damn, that was a pivotal point in my life. Oh, but that happened, and then after Katrina, well, I mean, so right before Katrina,
Mhm.
I had started to come out my shell because I was always nervous
Yeah.
up in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a big thing for me. Like, he used to always have ciphers on the yard at school or ciphers in the street. New Orleans was heavy on ciphers. Like, and you just be
Wow.
rapping outside. You just walk randomly and see a cipher, and then you just jump in if you got bars. But it,
Yeah.
it wasn't like it is now. Everybody's soft now. You got the internet. Like, you was gonna rap back then. You had to be coming with some shit.
Yeah. You had to have some
Yeah,
bars,
like
like
you was gonna get
talking
embarrassed.
about something. Yeah.
Right. So I was always nervous. I was like, shit, I don't know if I'm ready.
Yeah.
But my sister hit me rapping in the shower, and she'd be like, "Why you don't never rap? Why you don't?" I'd be like, "Man, leave me alone." You feel me? Because I thought she was just being a sister,
Trying to
aggravating.
help you out.
Right. So I met my partner, Five Star Jonathan, and we started like after school. We'd be rapping our raps to each other. He was like, "Yo, you nice, son." And I eventually like started going to the studio with them,
Hmm.
started coming out my shell, and then I had like got a verse on their mixtape that was supposed to drop like right when we evacuated for Katrina. It was a
Hmm.
jamboree. The mixtape was supposed to drop. You know what I'm saying? We was all like on some, yeah, we about to, go
About to
off.
blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that happened. Everybody had to dip. So boom, everybody separated. I ended up in Dallas. And
Yeah.
I would say that's when I really like developed into myself
Hmm.
because I was able to like recreate myself and really
Right.
like focus on the music because I was playing football at the time and I
Hmm.
was spread so many different ways. But at that time I was like, man, I lost passion for the football. Let me
Right.
dive heavy into the music. And I had a lot of like pain and stuff to talk about after Katrina. So I kind of poured into that. And fast forward TSU, you know what I'm saying? I got booed a couple of times, and then I developed.
Process.
So that's why I'm giving it to you because I never really told nobody my process.
Right.
So once I got to TSU, I started doing talent shows and stuff like that. I got booed. I started learning like, oh, performing is a whole nother thing within itself.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I just kept going, and eventually, like, people start fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Like Leon, he kind of started introducing me to different teachers. He knew a
Right.
lot of people because he a sociable dude. He quiet.
Yeah.
People just like talking to him.
Yeah.
So he would put people on my music. Then we kind of built a team. That's when we formed Real Deal Nation. Then TSU kind of got behind me. And I started performing. Used to be at the shows and stuff.
Yeah. I
Opening up,
remember.
yeah, opening up at warehouse and all these different things. And then I did kickback Sunday every Sunday. And then shit
Remember
kind of,
that.
yeah, it grew into its own thing, man.
Yeah.
I think it's hard for artists from New Orleans
Hmm.
to kind of be accepted, especially in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Because they come off in a way where it's like it could come off easy in a way where it's like I'm from New Orleans sell
Mm-hmm.
all that real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Feel how we do.
I was about to ask what ways do you think so? But yeah, I
Because
can see
you
that.
know, when you do something like that, it's always about where you at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always, you know what they say. It's about where you at, not where you been. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
So
true.
you kind of, I learned early, like you gotta let your talent speak for itself.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna know where I'm from off
Right.
the, because of the way I talk, the way I carry myself. You are, oh, he different. He
It's
from somewhere
yeah,
else,
it's different. Mm-hmm.
right? So all I'm focusing on is giving a good performance and giving off good energy and showing people how to, you know, just letting people enjoy the
Who you
craft.
are. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And once I figured that out, people just start fucking with me. And I was like, yo, that shit crazy, man. But
Yeah.
that's pretty much my story to where, you know, it's a lot more, but that's in the grand
In a
scheme of
nutshell, what
in a
it is.
nutshell.
Yeah. So, have you ever written for any artists? I know you've collabed with a couple people a few times. Have you ever written for anyone?
I had got my first placement like 2 months ago
Uh-huh.
on Big Pokey album.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was a
Love that.
that was a major way to kind of like be introduced to the writing game. I mean, I've written for people, I've helped people,
Mm-hmm.
but that was like the biggest one to date.
Right.
Other than people like, you know, stealing shit, you feel me? But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a whole
So,
segment. That.
but yeah, that shit happened, and that was like an organic way that happened. Shout out to Sid and When I Regret, because I had a song that he put together. It was my song with Chameleon that my
Mm-hmm.
partner produced. My homie Donnie produced it.
Uh-huh.
Uh, we did the song, we did the beat, and Annalisa, since she's singing on the hook, you know what I'm saying? It's called Diamonds. If y'all got a chance, go check that out. It's on the Sensei album. It's called Diamonds in the Sky.
Okay.
It's hard, man. And we did the song, and then kind of like probably a year later, I think Sid started working. They did the Screwed Up movie, the Screwed Up tribute.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, all right. So he was back in that. He did that. Chill directed it, and I think produced it. But Sid had something to do with like the executive producing on it.
Nice.
That led him to work with Big Pokey, and I
Mm-hmm.
think he played a song for Pokey, and Pokey was like, "Yo, I gotta have that," you know what I'm saying? And then they kind of, you know, ended up putting Kirko and Killer Callejon on it.
Uh-huh.
He hit me one day. He was like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? I had to, you know, I did this with the song."
Yeah.
Anybody else, they would have been like, "Yo, you took me off." I'm like, "You took me off, but I rather have credits on that motherfucker."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have the back end anyway, so it worked out in that way. So
Royalties. Yeah,
facts, you know, and that's a H-Town legend. So at that point,
for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying, it's respect. It's like, yo, I'm just honored to be a part of that project. You feel me?
That's dope. That's
Yeah,
really dope. That's like opening up doors,
facts.
more stuff.
Yeah, facts. So once people find out you write, that writing game that's a forever. That's a longevity thing.
Yeah. That's that's bigger than the actually being on the song. So you'll forever have that in stone.
Yeah.
So the latest thing you've been doing is Real Deal Nation. You revamped the clothing line.
Yeah.
When did you decide to just do a makeover on that?
So
Shirt too.
so all right. So I always kind of wanted to do it different.
Uh-huh.
Even like when I would, you know, do different merch. Because at first, you know, it was when I started performing at SF2 for
Mm-hmm.
Kickback. That's the thing they used to kind of preach to us, Miss Susan, Miss Teresa. They'd be like, y'all gotta have merch.
Right.
And that's how y'all gonna make y'all money. And then they had the setup over there where they were producing the merchandise, so they would help me out. You know what I'm saying? I come up with these little ideas. You know, we had a city on the shirt with the cheetah print, the RDN, all these different things. And they'll put it into production for me, but I really didn't grasp the idea of how powerful like the merch aspect was. So it's like, yo, I'm just gonna do it because y'all say we gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, shit was like selling out. But I
Yeah,
wasn't focused on that. I was focused on, yo, I'm performing. I need to do more shows.
you weren't focused on the marketing part
Yeah,
of it.
like, I was like, I need to get a deal. I need to get my people out the hood.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta grind. I'm focusing on that. So I kind of neglected the shit. And but I always knew like I wanted my shit. I didn't want my shit just to be like a logo on top of Gildan t-shirt, which I ain't knocking because Kanye did that shit and sold his shirts for $65 and probably spent like $4 to make the shirts.
right.
I ain't knocking it, but I always knew like I wanted my shit to be
Different.
different. Like when you walk, I like when I go to Zara's or I go to, H&M or these stores, the quality of these shirts is always stood out to me. So I was like, I always want my shit to be high quality.
Right.
So at the beginning of the pandemic, I took a trip to LA, and I ended up working with Chasing Cash. It's the homie from New Orleans, right? I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he Grammy nominated, Grammy winning producer. He produced for Drake and shit. And he's just a real inspirational, positive dude. And we got in the studio and he was preaching like this is what he do. He talk, he preach, he be giving game. But he only give game if he fuck with you. So I guess he fucked with me. So he was giving me heavy game. And he one of the things he was telling me was you gotta build a system around you.
Right.
In order to hold on. Son. Baby, I'm on the call right now. Can you go back in the house? Come here. Come say hello.
Hey, David.
Say hello.
Hey. He said he wanted to be a part of the interview too.
Right. But but so he was telling me like, yo, like basically in a nutshell, you want to live how I live, get it how I get it, you gotta build these streams of income around you.
Right.
Because there's no money in this rap, like this music shit, which I already knew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because for an independent artist, if you ain't doing shows, like if you ain't selling out massive arenas or whatever, you ain't really getting no bag.
Money.
Right. So that hit me because at that time I had lost my job because I ain't going in front like I was working.
Yeah.
I always did keep a job and I had my my music hustle going and everything. So I had got laid off for the pandemic. So right before that trip to LA. So that trip to LA was like all right, bitch, we gotta, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You coming home?
Right.
You gotta really get it in. Like you've been talking that shit, right? So that also like that sparked something in me because I was like, all right, let me get back. It's go mode. So when I got back, you know what I'm saying, I had some seeds that I planted earlier that bloomed at the right time. I was like, look, we gonna really do this. And I just went in, man. I just started putting them plays into motion. And I always had these ideas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the vision of the designs and all these different things that I wanted to do.
Right.
Just made that shit happen. That's all I did.
So because I see on a lot of the shirts they say free. So where did that come from? What was the inspiration for free?
So my next project is this is a free black boy, and basically it's inspired by my son. Like just watching him and the way he carry himself and the things that he do is like the definition, the epitome of being free. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't got no nothing. He ain't fearless. He don't have no margin, nothing that's keeping him in. He ain't in no kind of box. Yeah. And that kind of created a direction for the project. And also with this being my first time in my life, I'm not tied to no kind of institution. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm solely 100% standing on my own 10. And that kind of is me. You feel me? Like that's why I was like, my mama like, why you growing your hair? Why you doing? You going back? No, I'm not. This is me. This is how I envision myself, and I'm finally gonna do that. I'm like, fuck everything else. Fuck the system. Fuck the parameters and the guidelines you put on us because they only put it on
boundaries.
Right, them boundaries. They only put it on black people. of black men and black women. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't.
That's
Fuck
true.
that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do me.
Right.
And I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. I'm doing me to
On
the
the show.
most. You hear me? And if you don't like it, you can move the fuck around.
Right.
You feel me? So that's why, like, when you see the shirts and you see the free, you see the skull with the grill, it's stripping yourself down of
Right.
all the materialistic, of all the what's the word I'm looking for? All those worldly things. You
Yeah.
stripping yourself down and you just skull and bone. You know what I'm saying? Free mind, free thought. Just be 100% you. Like, love yourself for who you are. You feel me? So that's really how I'm trying to push Real Deal Nations, like, for the people that's pure heart, the authentics, you know what I'm saying? The people that's like 100% like in love with themselves, and they just comfortable in their own skin.
The confidence. I like that.
Confidence, yeah. Like, no matter, it don't matter. It's only one you. You feel me?
Right. One chance to let everybody know
Facts.
how you are, what it is. I like that.
Yeah. So that's why it's like that,
I like that. Okay.
Thank you.
So we basically, I think, covered everything. So I appreciate you for virtually stopping by.
For sure.
Give everybody your social media handles, how they can purchase Real Deal Nation apparel.
You can follow me on Instagram at Kvng David, Roman numeral 7. So it's KVNG DAVID VII. Real Deal Apparel is RDN Apparel, RDN Apparel, APPAREL. That's Instagram. And the website is www.rdn2010.com.
Okay.
And just tap in, man. If you want to hit me on Instagram, holla at me, tap in with me, check out the music. Everything is right there. Everything, the website. You'll find everything from Instagram as well. So appreciate you.
Ooh, so you got the music, you got the apparel, so y'all go check that out.
Yeah.
Yes. So once again, that is Kvng David City, whatever you want to call him. And I'm your host.
For those that's been rocking with me, you already know it's City. For those who's just being introduced to me, it's Kvng David. You know what I'm saying? It's one and the same. I am who I am.
Yeah, either one, whichever way you sway.
Thank you, Leah. Appreciate you, love.
You're welcome. And once again, thank you guys for tuning in to the rundown on Knox Muse. Go subscribe to us on YouTube, and we are out.